Oh yes, it's Nezzo in the bad shop. This is the third video I filmed tonight, so if you're watching this just as the first thing you're watching in from the bad shop, this is the third one I've done tonight. It's a lot of fun. It's a Tuesday, it's October 4th, I'm near Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Well, I did this last video. I'm near Toronto, which is in Ontario, Canada. That's better. Okay, getting right to it. Check this out. Woo! Now this thing, this. I already have one. It's not a Super Clod. It's an original. Look, it's right there. Whee! That's very poor lighting. Man, I've been having lighting problems lately, so let me just dial up my cell phone real quick. Yeah, there we go. Original Clod with the bow tie. So, that's my original vintage Clod. It's missing the roof lights because it was rolled by the previous owner a couple times. Playing around probably. Now, the Super Clodbuster. This was like the second generation of this, and you'll notice right away the grill, 4x4x4. You see, Tamiya lost the licensing, as everybody does from time to time, for the stuff they make. So, instead of this being a Chevy, instead of this being a Chevrolet truck, this fly wants war. He's banging me right in the head. Well, you may witness that later. Anyways, instead of this being a Chevy, it's a 4x4x4 because they lost the licensing. So you can always tell an original vintage from a re-release, aka the second gen. So this is the second gen, and the reason I bought this is because we're doing RC pulling at a track in Oshawa, which I help out a lot, called Rocks and Shocks. I put that original Clod in the event, set it up as best I could, and did not bad, but I don't want to kill that truck because it's vintage. I will run it, but I don't want to put it through pulling events and stress everything out on it. Pardon me. That's what this is for. I can beat the crap out of this. I can take this off-roading. I can pull things with it. Whatever. And it doesn't matter. I don't really care what happens to the body, even though, yes, it is hard body, and it's pretty much the same body as that, just in the re-release sense. So I won't be as sad if I hurt this versus if I hurt that more. So, let's cut this open. But before I do that, let me tell you, this kit includes an ESC, Tamiya ESC for twin motor. It's the Tamiya 106 BK, I believe it's called. And this has two type 540 motors, the silver can, Tamiya silver can 27 turn. The reason is because this chassis is a dual motored, dual gearbox chassis. So there's a gearbox here and there's a gearbox here. It's basically like a monster truck. The original one was released in the 80s, and it was the idea was to mimic those monster trucks like Bigfoot and stuff back then. So since then, monster trucks have gone quite crazy, and they design them way differently and all that crazy stuff. And they have dedicated kits for those, but this is sort of like the original. There's a better version of it moving, which they look awesome. A buddy of mine, Wally, he's got a Super Clod as well, and he did the box art, and it looks so good. It really does look good. Me, myself, I'll probably do my own thing. This will probably be, instead of saying Super Clodbuster, it'll say Nezzo's Bad Shop. Of course. Now, here's the chassis. The biggest difference, the original truck, usually all red, usually, for vintage. The re-release, aka Super Clod, is the blue. I believe that's blue. Brain's not cooperating as much. The ESC, which is included, and the two gearboxes. So there you go. So there's one motor front gearbox, and there's the rear one. This truck also does rear steering, so 4x4x4. 4 wheels by 4-wheel drive by 4-wheel steer. So you get the front and the both, the front and the rear steer by one servo in the middle. Standing still, it doesn't steer very well. You don't see much wheel movement, but when it boogies, oh, it steers good with the 4-steer. So good that you can practically roll it from steering it so aggressively. Now for pulling, you want to lock out the... Woohoo! Save. What I was saying was, for pulling, you want to lock out the rear steer, because my first pull I didn't, and the truck bucked right off the track, and I almost rolled it. Anyways, let's cut this open. Actually, I don't think I... Oh, I've cut it open. cut it open and let's get going here. I got other things I want to do tonight. Maybe start this thing. Can't decide if I want to start this or if I want to start the Tamiya Hilux High Lift unbox, or from the unbox video I did a little earlier tonight. I'm going to try to preserve the box itself because I like to preserve boxes. Any vintage RC collector will tell you that. They love boxes. They love original box stuffs, manuals, things like that. I do as well, but only certain ones. I don't want every single one. For example, like my vintage Claude, I didn't get a box with it, so that's kind of a bummer. But, I mean, who expects to hold on to a box from the 80s? Not many people do that, but only certain hardcore people will think that far ahead. Alright. This box is huge. And I mean huge, like, it's taking up most of the bad shots. Look at this. Compared to the trailer, which is really long, I did, that was the first video I did, was a fuel tanker trailer, and that's the Hilux High Lift. This box is massive. Whew. Okay. Crack it open. Okay. And ready, set, go! I'm gonna do this differently so I don't wreck the box this time. Decent. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. It's awesome. Clodbuster. The first thing I'm going to grab, I can't not. Oh, look at that. Look at those tires. Original, well, I'd say original, but Clod tire. Yeah, Clod tire. That's actually probably dark. You probably didn't even see that. So the tires, awesome. Love them. Pure monster truck status. Next, let's do the body. There's the chrome bumpery bits. Awesome. Now, the body. The Hilux High Lift I took out, which is over there, is two-piece body. This is one piece. And this body, even though this is a re-release, the Clodbuster hard body is also sought after a lot by crawler people because they love to customize them or, you know, have that old Chevy, 80s Chevy truck on their crawler. So this is also highly sought after hard body. I've seen several different versions and customizations, so I know all about that, but it's well done, of course, always, Tamiya. So let's put that over there. Let's hope I can keep this camera stable, more stable this time. Now, aside from the tires and these rolly bar bits, this is the main chassis right here. So it sits like this. I can't remember which side is the front. But anyways, this is the chassis which everything bolts to. And the steering servo goes in this sort of area right here, and the arms steering turnbuckles go through there and through the other side. So I'm just going to put this here so you can keep that sort of in the view and you get an idea. There's another picture of the truck. There's a picture of what looks like Wolverine, but he doesn't have things coming out of his thing. Interesting. This is the wheel hub adapters for the rims. Yeah, there. Pay attention, camera hand. There. This is the bag of Tamiya with the two motors. There it is, the two twin motors. And the ESC is somewhere else, not here. Not in this bag, but that's the motors and a bunch of Tamiya hardwares. I'm going to put that right back in there because it's a lot of bits there. Alright, look at all this. Clodbuster rims. Clodbuster rims. How long, wide they are. I was going to say long, but they're wide. Love it. There's two pairs of those. And they look good, eh? I like them. These are the drive shaft knuckly bits. More bag, a second bag of Tamiya. Look at those springs. And the TEU 106BK, the dual twin motor ESC. Awesome. That's going to be fun. Won't kill my mechanical speed control that's in that one. Ironically, the mechanical speed control works good for pulling, because when you pull full throttle, it's full throttle. It's almost like a switch, but not as efficient. So that's what I did use, and it did work all right, but I wouldn't prolong it. Anyways, bag of Tamiya, the gearbox gears. She'll have to build the gearbox manually. Over here, more bits. Ah, look at that. This is a grill. 4x4x4. As I said, the original is a Chevy bow tie. And that's how you can tell the difference between a re-release and an original. Unless someone retrofits the Chevy bow tie to like a Super Clod or something like that. So that's that. Chrome, love it. And some more body parts there. Got there. More chrome. I think this is, oh, that's the blower. That's the supercharger blower. Awesome. The tinted window is set. The stock one's also tinted. Got there. Blue chassis parts. Look at that. Springs and bumpers and other bits. Looks like some of it, shock bodies. Pardon me. Some of it might fall off. This is the come on, brain. Gearboxes. Yes, both gearbox housings and some wheel adapters and other bits. Big gearboxes. This is trailing arms, lower arms, I guess, for the differential. Why did they say differential? Not differential. Gearboxes. Right. The brain is giving up. It's been a rough ride through these unboxings tonight. Stay with me, though. Right, so there's more suspension bits there. What's left? This, which is just more chassis parts. Lower this chassis plate is what you would bolt your mechanical speed controller or electronic speed control to, receiver, all that stuff. Oh, now my nose is going. These are battery bits. They battery end goes into that. Battery with the plug end comes out of there, etc. Pretty much like you would think there's a ton of parts to this truck actually, and there isn't that many parts to this truck compared to that high lift. But the high lift is a 3-speed transmission. So, anyways, here is the manual, which you can't see at all. So I'm going to take that out because you can't see nothing. What was that? Something turning on. I don't know if you heard that. That was a boom I heard. Ooh, look at the... Oh, look at those stickers. I mean, decals, stickers, whatever, same thing. Nice. But I don't think I'll use this. I just don't think I'll use it. I'll keep it, but I don't think I'll use it. Maybe if I make another body for the Clod, maybe I'll put them on it. But I want to do my own theme on this Clod. I don't want to do box art. I've seen it with box art. It looks amazing, but I just don't want to do that. I'll put some of the other decals like that and a couple other things on. The bright lights, of course. That looks nice. So anyways, that's the decals. And the manual. There you go. And these are addendums, window stickers. Borderline seal. The purpose of this masking seal is to make a borderline for painting. Apply seals after first coat has completely dried. Please do not forget to mask off completely with separately available mask tape. Interesting. Probably won't even use this. I'll probably just spray the thing as it is. Interesting. And the manual. Right, I sidetracked that. There it is. So pretty neat, eh? And as I've said before, Tamiya's manuals are like #1 in the industry. They give you tons of instruction. It's like pretty much like the best detail and drawings of and instruction on what to do. Very few things can be vague, but compared to everybody else, they are like the standard. It's what I measure everything against, basically. And they've been this sort of this good at the manual and other things for like since the 80s, basically. This fly is back, and there he just flew. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. He's gonna get it. He's been bugging me this entire unboxing. Just waiting for him to land. He's one of those fast flies. Anyways, Super Clodbuster. Hope you enjoyed that one. Like, subscribe, share. I can't wait to get this going and make some videos of it and just drive it. Because as a kid, saw so many Clodbusters do so many things. Always wanted one. Couldn't never get one. They were just out of reach as a kid, teenager, and then I got into racing. So now I can play around and mess around, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, Clodbuster. Super Clodbuster unboxing. Leave you with some shots of this, and yeah. Check you soon. That was terrible. I'm not gonna end like that. No, I'm gonna show you the box art. Yes. All right. Peace.